Hey there, YouTube. Happy May the 1st. I believe it is Beltane in the Wiccan world. So we're looking today at a nice Bronze Age comic of King Kong. Might even go back to the Silver Age. I forget the years which were alleged to which. This is a comic, as I understand it, was first published in the late 1960s. I actually had a copy of this when I was a kid, and it came through and was probably one of the first big adventure books I read when I was probably 6 or 7 years old. And it was a great comic book. I don't know whatever happened to mine. Probably got traded off in one of the school comic trade days we used to have. But it's published, this one, by Gold Key. And I think Whitman was the first, they call it Western World Publishing Company here. But they used to do the giant size comics and all that sort of thing. So as you can see, the artwork is good. I mean, most comics at that time were pretty well storyboarded very similarly. You didn't have the explosive big double pages like you do this day and age in the flamboyant artwork, but it's quite nice for the time. The story is very well put together, and it's just great. It's King Kong. There's some nice big battle scenes here. And just leafing through it here, we can see crew of the ship, and they're going through the jungle after King Kong. He's fighting a T-Rex. I'm just leafing through a lot of pages here. So it's a really nice book, really enjoyable. And I had seen Kong Skull Island recently at the theater, probably a month or two back now. And really enjoyable movie, and it brought back the memory of this comic, and I remembered having it as a child, and I just wanted to see it again. So my comic shop guy, Mad City Comics up in Moncton, Remy, was able to find the comic for me, and he shipped it down with my order, and here it is now. So I've got the comic again. All the big fanfare in New York as he's shown in his cage, and then he gets out. Oops. Some really great shots of the airplanes here. 1930s biplanes. And you know, in the 1960s and 70s, that wasn't all that long ago. This is the same amount of time that's passed. Probably from now until back when I was getting out of high school. That's about 30 years ago. So, anyhow, if you think about it that way, it's not a long stretch of time. And they always kind of do this little thing on the back cover here. So, just a really enjoyable comic. And the artwork is fantastic. I think it's artwork like this that probably got me into collecting comics over the years and reading them and enjoying them. So, just a really fun comic book, and I thought I'd share that with you today. So, that's my King Kong, the greatest adventure story of all time. And note the price, 25 cents, and you had about, I think, 6 or 7 comics worth of book in there.